how's it all going there? It's AviationGames here, today bringing you another video. Here we are at Belfast, Aldergrove, with this Jet 2 PMTG Boeing 737-800, which I know Jet 2 don't fly the 737-800s, they fly the 737-300s, but hey ho, I'm making the best use of what I've got. I've just got the 737-800 at the minute. So yeah, that's why we're taking that. And as I say, we're going from here at Belfast International, also known as Aldergrove, over to Pisa, Lima, India, Romeo, Papa. The route of the flight you can see on your screens right now. So it's going to be about 2 hours 45 minutes flight. We are Chanex 23 Foxtrot Tango, cruising at flight level 370. Okay guys, without further ado, let's get inside and close up the doors so the cabin services can move away and GSX can stop tormenting me, and we'll get on our way for Pisa. Alright guys, so we are inside the flight deck now, so let's go over to the right hand FMC, shut up the doors. Sweet. We'll get GSX to start passenger boarding and loading in the cargo and all that good stuff. So request boarding, and then we can go to the overhead panel, which is really zoomed in for some reason. We can turn the the IRSs. I'm thinking of 777 now. Turn the IRSs to the nav position. The OTC light to go out and to align, which is done for both. Then we can come down to the FMC. Nav data is out of date. Yeah, no, it's really badly out of date. I need a nav graph account so badly. So we are at Aldergrove, Echo Golf, Alpha Alpha. Gate 21, although I don't know if it's going to take that or not. Oh, it does, sweet. Okay, so we'll take that as our position. Route Aldergrove to, as I say, Lima, India, Romeo, Papa. And I have the company route saved, which is just the ICAO codes for both airports. Activate, execute. As I say, we are Chanex, Echo X-Ray Sierra 23 Foxtrot Tango. And it'll be runway 25 today for departure. Okay, I need to open some more doors. Left entry forward. It already is open. Oh well, I'll just close it again and then open it. Sometimes there's a glitch with that. There we go. That should work. Passengers are starting to get on board. Performance initialization. Well, I'll load in all the fuel and stuff to the aircraft first. So if we go to fuel, I need to find the flight plan to see what the fuel is. There's the flight plan. So we have a loose fuel of 8,680 kilograms, so 8,680 kilograms. And we have 117 passengers on board today. So payload. We'll have 7 in first class. How many did I say was on board? 117. So then 110 in coach class. And cargo altogether is 2,700. So we'll take 1,350 in forward and same in the back. 1,350. Cool, so that's all that set up, and our zero fuel weight on the flight plan is 52.8 tons, so we'll see if that all matches up. Zero fuel weight, 114.5. Interesting. don't think that's in. I don't think that's in pounds. I'm pretty sure it's kilograms. So if I go back, here, go to fuel. Oh, it is in pounds. Okay, that explains a lot. So if I go to PMTG setup, options, simulation. No, it's not that one. No, it's not that either. Aircraft displays. There we go. Which should be in kilograms. Right. So, if we go to FSX and fuel, we should have in kilograms 8,680. That's our release fuel. In kilograms, that looks a lot better. And then our payload is still the same, although the forward cargo 1350 and 1350. And that should give us a zero fuel weight of 53 tons roughly. So if we go here now, 53.4. Yeah, that's about right. It's not completely accurate, but it's about right. Reserves of 2 tons. Cost index we're going to use, I have no idea what jet to use. We'll use 18, I guess. And we're going to be cruising over at flight level 370. And the winds up there are 239 at 75. So 239/75. And the cruising winds. Transition altitude 5,000 feet. All that's good. M1 limit 24k, D-rated takeoff with climb 1. Our center of gravity is 24.1%, flaps 5 for departure, giving us 134, 135, 144 as RV speeds. So let me put 144 plus 5 is 149. Might as well just put 150. Bring on the VOR needles. Set the power to hectopascals. Left flight director is on, the right flight director is on. Bring up the VOR needles on that side too, set that to hectopascals. Go to departure and arrival. Depart in Aldergrove, runway 25. And put our speeds back in. And if we go to the legs page, yeah, they're all in there. Sweet. Okay, so we should be able to arm LNAV and VNAV. We can't arm LNAV. That's alright. Auto brakes to RTO, I guess. We'll shut up all these doors as well that GSX is asking me to do. So doors, left entry aft and left entry forward. They're all closed. Sweet. Let me set the parking brake as well. And go to the overhead, and we can start setting up everything there. So, yaw dumper can come on. We can bring on the left forward fuel pump, start up the APU now, as we'll not be on the ground for too much longer. Iron the emergency exit lights, fasten seatbelt signs, the chime, and that's all that. Cruising flight level 370, as I say. We can bring on the window heats. And we'll leave the probes off for now until engine start, as well as the hydraulic pumps. So we're just waiting on the APU to fire up, and whenever it is, we can transfer the power to it and flick on all the fuel pumps. Get ready to go. Alright, there we go, APU's fired up, transfer the power over, and we'll click on the rest of the fuel pumps. and we are pretty much ready for push and start. All that's left is for me to get connected to VATSIM and find my flight plan, so I'm going to do that now and pick it up when we're there. Alright guys, that's me on VATSIM, and we'll set Unicorn 1228 as there's no ATC here. It's 122.8, and set our transponder code to 2000, and that's pretty much us ready to go. So as I say, 5,000 feet initially out of here, which is set. We'll set runway heading 252. Probably could have went the other way, quicker. 252, and that's basically everything. Just double check the overhead. Turn on the anti-collision lights in a minute, but apart from that, there's nothing left until we start the engines. Okay, let's prepare for pushback and departure. We want to go nose left, tail right, I believe, or do we? No, we want to go nose right, tail left, and we don't want to start engine before pushback. QNH is here. It is 1012. Which is set.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Sweet, I'm ready for pushback too. Let's go. Actually, I'm not, because I haven't removed the ground connections. So let's do that now. There we go, that's them removed. Right, so generally what happens out of Aldergrove, we take off and then we take a left turn direct to Pepod, so I'm just going to put Pepod on top of the flight plan. Oh, I haven't closed the cargo doors either, my bad. Let's close them up. By right, GSX should do that because, I mean, pilots don't shut the doors from inside the aircraft. It's normally the ground crew that shut up the cargo doors for them, so alright, there should be a way for GSX to program that. I feel, anyway. Although, I'm by no means a programmer, so I don't know how hard it would be, or even how easy it may be. I don't know. It could be easy, it could be really true. Sorry, what I'm saying is it could be really difficult or it could be really straightforward. In a way, parking brakes are released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start that wheel.
Alright, here we go. Pushing back. Okay, pushback's complete. We'll set the parking brakes. They're set, and then we'll go to the overhead and transfer the power to the engines. Then we can get rid of the APU and the APU bleed. Turn on the hydraulic pumps, and if we go up, turn on the probe heats. Turn on taxi lights. Then when we turn off lights, set that to both, and the starter mode to continuous. Starter switches, I should say. And
Tow truck
that looks
disconnected.
like everything.
Bypass main reveal.
The only thing that's left to do is set the flaps to 5, which is done. And then we can do a flight control check.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
So on the ailerons, we are full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, and on the rudder, we are full left, we are full right, and neutral. Have a good trip. Cheers. Now, where's GSX left us? Like that. Awesome. So we're going to have to roll forward a bit and then turn to the right to get out of here. So we'll wait for this guy to get onto his truck and then we can go. Sweet. Alright, let's get taxiing to runway 25 to depart for Pisa. Alright guys, here we are approaching hold up at Alpha 1 for runway 25, just round to the right here. So we'll start slowing down, get ready for the turn. Once we come out of it, we can flick on the landing lights, the strobe lights, get lined up, and start the chrono, which I always forget to do, so I'm definitely going to start the clock. And set the transponder to TARA, obviously. So let's continue rolling on to the runway. Okay, that's us. Right, if I can remember which one it is to start the clock. I think that's it. Or is it? That's it. Set TAR8. Set to 50%. We reset to the view. It's 50%. Brakes released. And 1. Power set. Airspeed's alive. 80 knots. 100. V1. V1.
V1.
Rotate.
V2.
As a positive rate of climb, and landing gear coming up. Look at this, we're so perfectly trimmed right now. So perfectly trimmed. We can bring the flaps up to position 2. Start the left turn in a second or two. Bring in Command A, LMAV. And set our speed to about 220 knots to maintain. Bring the flaps up to position 1 now. As we go through this nice cloud. Let me reset my view again. And there's no way to see, so we can climb straight up to cruise level 370. Let me hit level change. Apparently I'd already done that. Flight 370. Beautiful day, I must say, above the clouds. Look at that. I need to get a wing shot of this. That is awesome. Just the clouds and everything. That looks so nice. More with the right hand side. Just as good. Yeah, well, that's amazing. Alright, let's get back in and set our speed up to 250 knots now. And did I turn the packs on? I didn't. My bad. They're on to auto now. We can just set the packs off deck on and set the mode selectors to off as we don't need them. Going to wait until we reach 10,000 feet where we can turn off the landing lights, and then from there I'll pick it up whenever we are just about to plan our descent into Pisa. But yeah, I must say it is such a lovely day, isn't it? Frames are pretty good as well. I just overclocked my CPU to about 4 gigahertz before this. Let me set sound pressure now. So yeah, that seems to be holding up the frame rate quite nicely. Okay, approaching 10,000 feet. Let's go to the overhead and we can turn off the landing lights just about now. And then that's about it. All about to sync them off. See you guys at our top of the sun. Alright guys, well it's not exactly top of descent, but Switzerland Controls just contacted us asking us to give them a call on 128.05, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, call them up, see what they have to say. Swiss Radar, good afternoon, Chanix 23 Foxtrot Tango, flight level 370 inbound Milpa.
Chanix 23 Foxtrot Tango, Swiss Radar, hello to you, squawk 6773.
Squawk 6773, Chanix 23 Foxtrot Tango. 67 73. Is that?
Chanix 23 Foxtrot Tango radar contact, you may proceed direct to Lurak and report ready for descent.
Okay, direct Lurag, report ready for descent. Chanix 23 Foxtrot Tango, thank you. Okay, so while we're here, top descent is just after Lurag, so we shall, I suppose we'll plan our arrival into Pisa now, and it's going to be okay. Interesting. Looks like it's going to be a visual approach for runway 22 left. Barracks to Mike. Let's get that route. Legs page. Execute. And if we look at that on plan mode and step through it. Zoom in a bit. Yeah, so from Barrel, it's
Alpha 568, vacate is convenient. 11. 568, okay.
Okay. Looks awesome.
Chanix 23 Foxtrot Tango, descent flight level 360 for separation.
Roger, descent flight level 360 at Chanix 23 Foxtrot Tango.
Chanix 23 Foxtrot Tango, the traffic is about 7, correction Boeing 777, approximately on your 9 to 10 o'clock position, 30 miles, descending to flight level 370, no factor for you.
Chanix 23 Foxtrot Tango, roger, we've got one TCAS, thanks.
And Chanix 23 Foxtrot Tango, if you wish you can climb after the traffic again to flight level 370 or you stay at 360, it's up to you.
Oh, I'm in 360 as we're not far from top descent. 23 Foxtrot Tango, thank you.
Okay, roger. Chanix 23 Foxtrot Tango, you leave my airspace, my Unicom, 122 decimate, have a good day.
122 decimate, Chanix 23 Foxtrot Tango, cheers, bye bye. Alright, that's us out of Swiss Radar's airspace, so we're going to start descent now at about 20 nautical miles. Alright. We're going to descend down to flight level 250 initially, and let's hit level change and start that descent down. So what I'm going to do is pick it up at about 7,000 feet, just approaching, well, probably 8,000 feet, just approaching Barrock, before we start the visual approach after Barrock. You see, I think what we have to do is, just looking at that, I mean there's not really a lot of ways you can go in there because of those mountains. So what I think is, we're going to have to do is come over this way, fly back around that way, towards the mountains, and then turn in like that. I think I can see why they don't have an ILS for this runway now. Because of those mountains that are literally just right in front of the approach path. We can start turning left now to heading of about 130. And with that, we'll wait until we get onto the downwind leg. But with that, I suppose we can take about, go down to about 2,500 feet. And then from the downwind leg, from the end of it, disconnect the autopilot and fly the approach manually to land ourselves up with 22 left. So that's the plan, at least. Now, one thing I can do, I suppose, before we start this approach, is go to the init ref page, select flaps 30, and the VREF is 138 knots. And with a gross weight of 56.2. So with flaps 30, the VREF of 137, which means our approach speed is going to be +5, 142. Okay, let's start that left turn now to 040 degrees. Start bringing ourselves down to about 2,500 feet. And we'll just VS that at about -9, about -1,000 feet per minute. So it should take us about 90 seconds to get down there to that new altitude. Let's start turning. Descend while we're in the turn as well.
Terrain.
I know, I see the terrain, it's fine. Let's level out on this heading. And we'll adjust that speed back to our approach speed of 142. Then it means we just have to disconnect the auto throttle. Still descending though, obviously. Let's drop the gear, give us some extra drag. Gonna take the auto throttle out as well at this stage. Really don't want to have to go around.
1,000.
We're lined up anyway, at least.
sink rate.
50, 30, 20, 10.
Oh, get down, come on. Lovely. We're down at least. I don't think it saved my reverse thrust commands. Need to go back into the controls and have a look at that. But we're down at least. Lovely stuff. We can turn off the auto brake. And we'll vacate right. Welcome to Pisa. When we turn off some taxi lights coming on, those can go off now. AP bleed on, start up the APU. Didn't mean to hit that. And we'll retract the flaps. Let's vacate here. We're going to have to cross 22 right, 4 left. But that's fine. Not worried about that. Shouldn't be any other traffic here. Nope, there's absolutely nothing. So we'll cross 4 left, and we can take TA-RA off on the transponder. And set the code back to 1200. And on the overhead, APU's ready, so we'll transfer the power over to the APU now. And we'll get GSX to issue us a gate. So gate Gulf 3, request to follow me, nope. And we're going to take ARE group, I suppose. Alright guys, here we are, arrived at our gate, Gulf 3. You can see all the GSX stuff just outside it. So we're going to turn to the right in here, and then left into our stand. Before we begin the left turn, I'm just going to go ahead and turn off all the exterior lights. We don't want them out show. Like taxi turn-offs. Turn off all the exterior lights, and then we'll turn into stand. Just give it a tiniest little nudge of power to get us round into the gate. Might be a bit too much. That looks to be it. Wants us to come left more, apparently. Apparently that's perfect. Just watching the numbers tick down. Alright, set the parking brakes. Oh, sugar. Parking brakes are set. Oh my gosh, right, finally, there we go. Just didn't want to set. Right, so as I say, APU has the aircraft so we can cut the engines now. That was actually a pretty decent parking. Let's get the jetway over and then request deboarding. Get the doors and all open. Doors. Open, open. And the cargo open and open. And yeah. Alright guys, thank you very much indeed for watching today. As always, this has been AviationGames, bringing you a quick flight from Aldergrove to Pisa here in Italy. Hope you enjoyed that. Stay tuned for more. For now, it's goodbye.